When actions meet desire. Hello, I'm author Denise Turney, author of the book Rosetta's Great Hope and Love Pour Over Me and Long Walk Up, to name a few. Hopefully, would love for you to visit me online at chisel.com, chistel.com. But again, today's chisel.com YouTube show is about when actions meet desire. I want to start by saying quit the magical thinking. This is something that took me years to learn to stop doing, especially when combined with faith and religion, just expecting things to happen like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. We may not understand why things happen, but there's a reasoning behind why things happen, which is why psychologists and psychotherapists study the brain and study the mind. Is there something in the brain that causes something to happen that we're not consciously aware of, or something in the subconscious mind? And science has proven that that is the case. So things don't just happen. Magical thinking is when you just expect to lose 50 pounds just because you want to. It doesn't work that way. Or you expect a relationship to work out just because you want it to, but maybe you or the other person's not ready to be in a healthy relationship with to each other. So no matter how much magical thinking you give to it, it's not just going to magically get better or magically work out. So I want to say when actions meet desire, as we're wrapping up the first quarter of 2020, you start off with so much positive thought and hope and wishes, and this is going to be my year. It's going to take the right actions to make that happen, whether it's thought work you do or a combination of physical action and thought work. But just hoping and wishing, I've not seen that produce anything yet. It takes some amount of thought, and I mean really where you're visualizing with clarity and action to bring about a change. So I would encourage you again, quit the magical thinking so actions can meet desire. And results don't just happen. They don't just happen. You have to take thought and or physical action to create a result. That's something, again, to really, really get that in. Just saying some hallelujah or some words thinking it's gonna, that's believing in magic, really. So nothing is going to just happen because you think that you were good, or because you hope, and even if you hope with a lot of emotion, that something will happen. And it took me years to get this lesson. I share that with you. It did. And doing this video, I'm doing this video because I'm hoping that I could save you lots of time, a lot of trial and error. And so hopefully you can get this lesson from watching this video and save yourself, again, years of ups and downs, bumps and bruises, trial and error, and repetitive learning. So to get a result, you have to get clear about what you want. And you've probably heard this so many times, but you have to get clear about what you want and get clear about why you want what you want. Because if you're not clear about the why, when it shows up, you might go into a state of confusion and not know what to do with the change that the result or achieving your desire brings into your life. And you see this happen with so many people. They achieve a great amount of success in so many different arenas, and then it's like a state of confusion, or like they're scrambling to get back to where they started, whether they blow through their money, bankrupt relationships, because maybe they didn't get clear about the why they wanted what they wanted. Write down what it is that you want, and again, why you want it. This is to get the clarity. Do it in one or two short sentences to encourage clarity. Be specific. Visualize your life as if the goal had already occurred. If you really want something, you will take the time to do that. Create a plan. List resources. Do this at the start. If you're serious about getting something and you're not waiting on magic just to happen. People, organizations, etc., resources, or anybody, alumni organizations, if you're in a sorority or fraternity. Are you involved with any charitable organizations, any local leadership chambers, etc.? These are people and organizations that might be valuable resources for you that you could use to achieve your goals. Other resources, grants, book clubs, scholarships, media outlets, professional organizations, depending what it is you're trying to do. Write down specific actions that you will take each day. You're not doing magical thinkings, you got to do work. each day to achieve your goals. So focus on 1 to 3 goals a year as you really start to do the work and step away from magical thinking. You'll see how quick it starts to absorb your time. But give yourself time to do this. Be patient with yourself. Set a deadline for when you will complete each action, but don't be stiff and stoic about it. For example, you might set an action to call 3 prospects by 4 o'clock every day. That's one way to just make sure you don't start lying to yourself, giving yourself excuses, and start wading into magical thinking it's just going to happen because you want it to. Don't talk yourself out of completing an action or contacting a valuable resource. They wouldn't want to hear from me. They're too important. They're too busy. Make the phone call. The goal is to achieve your goal, not talk yourself out of what you want. And if you have a strong enough why, you should push forward. It should be easier. Track your results to avoid lying to yourself. Because it's so easy to lie to yourself. It is so easy. You could go years before you realize you'd spent a lot of time just lying to yourself. Visualize your life as it will be after you achieve your goals. Do this in the morning and night, every single day and night. Don't stop. You can also listen to deep meditation tapes, and you can record yourself and listen to it at night when your conscious mind is much more relaxed. Celebrate small achievements and keep going. Keep going, keep going. If you're looking for inspiration to keep going, I really encourage you to read Long Walk Up. See you back here next week at our Chistel, CHISTELL.com YouTube channel. Bye for now.